Welcome to the weekend. From the KUOW newsroom, this is Seattle Now. I'm Patricia Murphy with today's top stories. It's Friday, May 8th. New developments today concerning helicopter landing restrictions at Seattle Children's Hospital. A statement from Children's and the Laurelhurst Community Council today says both parties have agreed to seek city approval to loosen restrictions on flights. For decades, some helicopter flights transporting sick kids had to land a mile away and travel the rest of the journey by ambulance. We'll have much more on this story Monday morning on Seattle Now, and you can read some in-depth coverage right now at KUOW.org. A conservative-backed effort to repeal Washington State's millionaires tax is underway. KUOW state government reporter Sarah Mises-Tan has more.
The political action group Let's Go Washington has announced they'll be gathering signatures for an initiative to repeal the new tax. CEO Brian Haywood says he believes this year is the right time to put the question to voters.
Like all income taxes ever in the history of the world, it doesn't stop at who they initially sell it to. They're trying to sell this sort of envy. Hey, these guys deserve to get hit. But don't worry, we won't come for you. And then as soon as those guys don't give enough money, they're coming for everybody else. And that's exactly what's going to happen here in Washington State.
Democrats passed the tax on the state's highest earners earlier this year. Republicans and other critics of the tax say it could expand to lower income brackets in the future. If Let's Go Washington gets enough signatures, voters could see the repeal tax on their ballots this November. Polling shows strong support for the millionaire's tax. In Olympia, I'm Sarah Mises-Tan.
Students at the University of Washington lost access to an important software program used for course instruction Thursday afternoon. As Noelle Gasca reports, a hacking group is claiming responsibility.
A spokesperson for the University of Washington told KUOW that at approximately 1 p.m. Thursday, Canvas, a learning management system used for submitting assignments and other tasks, went offline. Screenshots posted online show the webpage was replaced with a message from Shiny Hunters, a hacking group. Harvard, the University of Pennsylvania, and Duke were also hacked on Thursday. According to the message from Shiny Hunters, the schools have until May 12th to negotiate a settlement or their data will be released. The UW says the university's IT department is assessing the potential impact to the school and communicating with students, faculty, instructors, and teaching assistants about the outage. Noelle Gasca, KUOW News.
A King County jury convicted an off-duty security guard today for shooting and killing a 17-year-old outside the Renton Big Five in 2024. 52-year-old Aaron Myers was found guilty of second-degree murder and second-degree assault, according to the Seattle Times. Myers shot Hazrat Ali Rahani as the teenager and his friend tried to enter the store to return a malfunctioning BB gun. An attorney for Myers argued his client thought the guns were real. Prosecutors said Myers acted purely on emotion and ignored the boys when they tried to tell him they were carrying BB guns. Myers is expected to be sentenced in 6 to 8 weeks. The state of Washington is seeing a faster than expected decline in its already low snowpack. After record heat in May, the state's snowpack is now at 27% of normal, down from 50% a month ago. Caroline Malore is the statewide drought lead for the Department of Ecology.
We have seen very hot days and more of them. And so that has this hotter weather has led to the snowpack that we did have melting off a lot faster than it normally does.
Malore says the rapid and early mountain melt-off could impact wild salmon, which need a steady supply of cold water in streams throughout the summer. Farmers east of the Cascades are also likely to see restrictions on irrigation water later in the summer, as snowpack in the Yakima Basin is only 7% of normal. The state issued a drought declaration last month after unusually low winter snowfall. That opened up about $3 million in emergency funding for drought relief programs. Washington state residents are dropping their Affordable Care Act health insurance after Congress failed to renew tax credits that kept costs down for middle-income households. According to a new report from the Washington Health Benefit Exchange, the state saw a 13% drop in the number of people signing up for coverage this year. Laura Kate Zichkin is with the exchange. She says that most likely means more people are now uninsured.
That's nearly 40,000 fewer Washingtonians enrolled through the exchange today than were enrolled this time last year. This is the sharpest drop that we've seen in the history of the exchange.
People who lost access to these federal subsidies on average now have to pay more than $700 a month for Affordable Care Act plans. Zitchkin expects more people will have to drop their health insurance as costs continue to rise. A locally produced movie that follows two people who are living on the streets in Seattle is set to premiere at the Seattle International Film Festival Saturday. Under a Million Stars follows Danny and Star on their journey to find permanent housing. Shazak Sonoda is the film's director.
We spent pretty much 2.5 years following folks, and you really get to know them and understand who they are and get a sense of why they're there.
Sonoda says her biggest takeaway from making the movie was that challenges continue after a person receives keys to a home. The film features interviews with experts and local politicians who are working to better understand and solve the issue of homelessness. Under a Million Stars premieres Saturday evening at 6:15 at SIF Cinema Uptown. The North Cascades Lodge at Stehekin won't open this season due to damage from December's catastrophic flooding. The National Park Service says the floods knocked out a wastewater treatment plant and temporary fixes won't be enough to keep summer operations going. That means the lodge won't be able to accommodate guests or offer food, laundry, or showers. Mail and ferry services to Stehekin Landing will still be available, along with private shuttles and tours. And finally, prepare for some bad traffic this weekend. Southbound 405 between Coal Creek Parkway and Bellevue and North 30th Street in Renton will be closed between 11:30 tonight and early Monday morning. Meanwhile, eastbound 520 between I-5 and Montlake Boulevard will also close at 11 tonight before it reopens Monday morning. Also in Seattle, northbound 99 across the First Avenue South Bridge will be closed all weekend long, starting tonight. That's all for today from the KUOW newsroom in Seattle. Our producer is Andy Hurst, and I'm Patricia Murphy. Seattle Now and KUOW are members of the NPR network. Have a great weekend.